What's going on, Guardians? TBL here from Planet Destiny, and today we're going to be discussing the newly released This Week at Bungie for October 13th, 2016. And let me just start this off by saying, if you've got a horde of legendary or exotic engrams, hold on to them for now, because next week a couple of very big things are going to be going into effect. But we'll get to that in just a minute. This week's update focuses quite a bit on our Guardians' individual light levels and the maximum light level that's achievable right now. And to that end, it starts off like this. Before you embark on your next mission to destroy Axis, there will be an update to download. And I always love it when I see those words. To be a Guardian is to quest for greater power. On Tuesday, new avenues to higher light will open up to you. Prepare to receive a fresh download. The vehicle for this evolution will be numbered 2.4.1. And then after that, the update goes on to bring us the words of senior designer Victoria Dalbum. She speaks a lot about how we'll be leveling up our Guardians after the update next week. And it reads out like this. On October 18th, corresponding with the release of Heroic Mode for Wrath of the Machine, your maximum light will be increased to 400. With this increase, many reward sources will also increase their maximum light. Strike Hordes, Nightfall, Exotic Engrams, Trials of Osiris, Crucible, and Iron Banner will now provide rewards up to 400 light. Which is fantastic. It means they're going to be continuing on with granting players several ways to reach maximum light, not just tied to Trials of Osiris and the Raid. And next up it says, Archon's Forge, the Heroic Siva Strike playlist, and Legendary Engrams will now provide rewards up to 385 light. Rare Engrams and the Siva Strike playlist will now provide rewards up to 365 light. The recommended light for these activities will remain the same with the exception of the Nightfall, which will be increased to a recommended light of 380. And again, I have to say, this is fantastic. This means that all of the normal sources for legendary engrams are now going to be able to push you up to 385, which is the current max of light right now. So once Tuesday's update comes out, basically all of the sources of loot and light level gains in the game right now are going to be getting bumped up to the next tier. Blues will now be able to take you to 365, legendaries will now be able to take you to 385, and the stuff you're using to power level right now, like raids, faction packages, Trials of Osiris, Iron Banner, and Crucible, will be able to push you all the way up to the maximum light of 400. And after that, Victoria goes on to say that for players forging their path through the Wrath of the Machine, Trials of Osiris, and Iron Banner, these activities will now attempt to reward higher light on average compared to your current light, basically reinforcing that you'll be able to use those to get to 400 once the update comes out. And finally, artifacts and ghosts were dropping from fewer sources than intended and have been added as Archon's Forge completion rewards. These items will now drop up to 400 light. In faction packages, the rate at which ghosts were rewarded has been increased. Likewise, the rate of artifacts from Eris's faction packages has also been increased. And that's just a preview of what you'll find in 2.4.1. Deployment will begin at approximately 10 a.m. Pacific time on Tuesday, October 18th. And to ensure that all World First hopeful fire teams have time to download the update, Heroic Mode for the Wrath of the Machine raid will begin at 2 p.m. Pacific on Tuesday, October 18th. So you'll have plenty of time to download the update before the raid goes live. Finally, they finish things up by saying there are more changes to come. Those announcements are yet to be unmasked. In the meantime, we're looking for heroes to brave a harder raid, seemingly hinting once again at the return of Festival of the Lost, the pseudo-Halloween event from last year. And that's really it for the big news coming out of This Week at Bungie. So, like I said at the start of this video, make sure you're getting your factions ready and stockpiling those engrams because you're probably going to be able to push yourself to a much higher light come Tuesday. But alright Guardians, that's it for the big news out of the This Week at Bungie article for October 14th, 2016. Be sure to let us know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Are you excited for the heroic mode of the raid? Are you ready to be light level 400? I certainly know I am. But alright, thanks so much for watching Planet Destiny, your guide to the Destiny universe. And as always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians stay frosty.